Hi, welcome back. My name is I'm HRU Speaks, and this is a journal highlight, and these I go and pick out entries that could be relevant to today's energy. And so I was kind of behind, so I had a bunch of them that I was gonna do today, what that I did do today, and I was currently working on part two of day 7, 12 through 14, and then 16 through 17. Okay. And so if you watched the other videos, thanks for watching the other videos. The last one it cut off, and so instead of like adding on, I'm just gonna do a part 3 because the video got kind of long. It got kind of long, so this is gonna be the part 3. TikTok also has videos. They have 1 through 4 in this series. So, like I said, it's a lot of videos, it's a lot of information. I'm quite sure, in one of these videos, something will resonate with you or could be for you. So, I recommend that you go and look at them. If not, we're just gonna pick up where my phone cut off in part 2 it, and so if you followed over and you kept going, thanks for hanging in there with me, and just working with me. And if you're new here, thanks for visiting and taking a chance. Pop up your seat, get comfortable, kick up your feet, and the old people, your seat always here. All right. And so where we left off is I left off at somebody could be stalking a person's online platform. Okay, they could be sad because the person has not posted anything. Someone could also be stalking a person in their neighborhood. This person could be they could they could have revealed that a person had somebody else. Others could be stalking because they're crushing on a person. They could possibly want to get to know them better. There could also be a person wanting to return to a person. Could be saying that they was drunk, but this person could not be trusted. They could be lacking stability, or they're saying they want to help a person build their stability by helping them make some money, possibly with like a spiritual gift. But this person could also have someone, and they could also be spying possibly on both people. So even if this person is coming in, telling this person that they want to help them, they may want to help them with their business, or help them get money. For some, this could be somebody wanting to like manage a person or something like that. But they could need to be careful because of this situation, because whoever they person is, like they could be watching both people, and that person could be like jealous over their person, and especially if these people had some type of connection before, they could be, they could be being extra, so that they could be the reason why it may not, a person would have to like take precautions. Um, Somebody could all right, yeah, they could be spying on both people. All right. So YouTube, a Land Rover, Sunday, a sister, a Jaguar, somebody born between 90 and 99, somebody slim, thick, a June, Gemini, Cancer, green, father, waves, a mohawk, tattoos, glasses, a Indian woman, a date, December, Sagittarius, Capricorn, a Buick, a white woman, a Nissan, a Cillian, January, Aquarius, the color red, a Jeep. Next week, a white man, a graphic designer, a big body, an island man, somebody with beautiful eyes, a Toyota, a Saturn. Last week, caramel, a blue house, a scientist, somebody short, a thick person, a Spanish man, a Genesis, a biracial man, a sugar daddy, somebody aged 70 to 79, a late night, a low fade, a Volkswagen Tuesday, long hair, a neighbor, a cousin, a Leo, Aries, a Sagittarius, a uncle, somebody with no car, a pet dog, a Scorpio, a red bone, a Geo, a traveler, a Virgo, and or a Taurus could be significant. All right. And so The next thing we have is somebody is coming in making it hard for the next person to come behind them. They could be whining, dining, and spinning on a person, or vice versa. And it's like when they leave this person, it's gonna be hard for them to go on to another person, and this is what their purpose of doing is to keep this person from leaving, or keep this person from going on to another person, or they introducing this person to a certain lifestyle, or a way of living that they know that it's gonna be hard for them to move on and experience that same thing with somebody else, if that makes sense. A Virgo or a white woman could be significant. So somebody could be taking care of the other person, and they could have been they could be afforded a certain type of lifestyle, and so that's how I feel like that's how they keep a person in that relationship, is about what they're doing for them. All right. Okay. And so the next thing we have is when someone found another person, they didn't treat them well, or they didn't do right by a person, but since this person has walked away, this person has been sad and disappointed. They could be lonely, but they only want to give their love to this person. They now could have came to the conclusion that this is the only person for them. Some could have even dropped some tears behind it. The person that walked away, they walked away from, has been wondering what have they been doing since the separation. Well, this is it. The other person is worried about who's loving them. A Virgo, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Libra, and or a Cancer is significant. All right, somebody could have been watching a person walking, or they saw them. They could like how a person looks from the front and the back. For some, they could feel like a person looks angelic. They could be blown away when it comes to this person. They definitely feel like they are a cutie. On the flip side, they could have watched a person's transformation. Um, since they have been walking or working out, and they could want to get to know them. They're about to shoot their shot. If they're already if they already did this person was feeling whatever game they was putting down. My dad used to say, if they green, you in. Okay, a butterfly tattoo, a belly button piercing, a tattoo on the stomach and or chest area, summertime, a sunny day, flowers, marrows, a shopping center or area, a Taurus, a Capricorn, an Aquarius, and or a Pisces could be significant. All right, somebody could do a job or something that keeps them in the spotlight when it comes to the opposite like the opposite gender. Okay, and or they could have a lot of flashy things. All right, for some, whatever they do, they could be demand. It could be demanding, and although the reward could be great, so is the risk or the issues that come with it. All right, they could currently be involved with a person whom they care for, and they could spoil them with lavish gifts. And even though it is even though it would be easy or easily accessible for them to mess around or get someone else, they only have eyes for this person. All right. They're asking this person to just understand and trust them. I'm hearing, baby, please understand, you're messing with a street pharmacist now. That song could be Pastor Troy. That's Pastor Troy. The song could be significant. All right, a street pharmacist, a Mercedes, a Jaguar, a pharmaceutical manufacturer, a dispensary owner, a Porsche, a Scorpio, and or a Sagittarius could be significant. Okay, the next one is a person has been lying when it comes to a relationship and or their living arrangements. They could be telling the person that they live alone, but really they could reside with their significant other. If a person has been if a person has been to their house, they could be hiding things that would suggest that they have someone before they get there, like clothes, pictures, and or shoes. And although they're trying their best, some things they may look over, and it has a person thinking. They could be wondering how can they afford to live by themselves. For some, they could have found some things while snooping in a person's bathroom. However, this person is claiming to be an independent man or woman. All right. And besides, it's always pleasant when they make it. It's always pleasant over there, and they make sure to satisfy all their needs. Okay, a person should be careful though, because if it hasn't already happened, it is a possibility that this person's significant other could show up unexpectedly, and it could get ugly. Someone could have to up the switch to get up out of there, or vice versa. The significant other is coming in with the switch. For a small few, this could turn into a robbery, or it was a setup from the gate. Someone finding cologne or perfume in a bathroom mirror, a smoker, a person's favorite liquor, swishing by the bed, smoking while receiving, a person chilling in a significant other's robe and or they slippers. The 18th, 2006, a Taurus, April Aries, Sagittarius, and or a Scorpio could be significant. All right, a person could have been trash talking they could have been talking a whole lot of trash, or they could have been selling wolf tickets. All right, but when they're confronted by what they said, or it's time to show and prove, they could or will back down. All right, some would deny saying or doing anything, and or vice versa. There's a person standing on big business and letting a person know that they stand by what they said and they meant it, and they want to know what a person is gonna do about it because they don't mind it getting ugly. For some, this could be a situation between an older person and a younger one. This older person could be considered somewhat of an OG, and the younger person really don't know what they're getting themselves into. As the saying goes, they could have boo booed and stepped in it. However, this OG is about to give them a crash course and acclimate them to the game. Others could be spiritual, but they was hood first, and that ain't with nowhere. They still will flip one if they have to. I heard I put some on you. Then there's a person that don't look like they are a threat, but some could view or see them as a square. But this person came from a rough background and have been knocking heads off since they was a young G. Whenever it is, um, whoever it is, I'm sorry, whoever it is, okay, they'll do them some dirty and get back to the regular scheduled program like nothing happened. Side note, for some, this could be about somebody trash talking, hating, or biting when it comes to what a person has, what they do, or who a person is, who a person is doing. Okay, they could be mimicking their style and or a person's um material gain or money. For a small few, it could be their man or woman that they're doing. Okay, whether known or not. Okay, a Chevrolet, an Impala, a Lamborghini, a black car, diamond jewelry, a fish fry, September, November, January, okay, heavy emphasis on a Libra. We also had a Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius. All right, the 17th, the 18th, the 25th, the 27th, the 28th, 1971, 74, 77, 80, 82, 2004, 2005, Atlanta or Georgia, Miami or Florida, Holly Grove, New Orleans or Louisiana, a Cancer, a Gemini, and or the West Coast could be significant. All right. A person could be stepping out and feeling themselves. They could look good, smell good, and they could have a bag. As a matter of fact, they could come from a generation of good looking people and could not only carry their looks, but their personality characteristics as well. I'm hearing somebody's mama could be fine as a mofo too, and they act just like them. This could be a mother or a father. Like somebody could take their looks on their mother or their father or both, but their parents could look real good too. Okay, so for and they could be like player or pimp, just like on like even if it's like uh, uh um even if it's like a daughter acting like their father, like or vice versa, you know, they can act like they parent. They can have like I kind of feel like they got like a smooth demeanor to them. Whichever parent got the smooth demeanor, That's how they is. They could be slick, you know, or however they could have inherited them traits. Like they could have got it honestly. All right. For some, they're usually the humble type, but they are going to be popping their ish, whatever, whenever this happening, whoever they are. I'm hearing that it's well deserved. Okay, so let them cook. January, May, February, June. A Capricorn or Aquarius, a Taurus, a Gemini, a Pisces, a Cancer. October, a Libra or Scorpio. The 24th, the 5th, the 13th, the 1st, the 16th, 1979, 82, 85, 80, 89, 2009, 2023, New York, Texas, Atlanta, somebody with glistening diamonds, shades, Fruity Pebbles, Gucci, Purple Label, Prada, Christian Dior, unique watch, Patron, and or a white liquor could be significant. All right, and so the next thing we have is somebody could they know that a person is the one. Like it's like they have realized like you know this person is the one. And they can love everything about a person. They way to walk, the way they talk, you know. They can like how a person like say their name or pronounce their name or call their name. You know what everything about they just like everything about this person. Okay, and a Virgo, and this could be uh, uh, um, a Virgo, and this could be concerning like a female, like so either this is a female feeling a Virgo like that, or vice versa. It's a Virgo feeling another female like this, or this is like this female could be a Virgo. Okay, um, family could be significant too. All right, and so the next one is it's actually a dream. I know. Wait a minute, let me get the paper for the dreams. Let's see. Did I Did I write this one down? I don't know. I think I skipped this one. So I didn't so this actually is a dream, and in the dream I was fishing. But when I looked at it, the fish turned into turtles. Okay. It was like I was helping people. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody could be like, um, they could be a fisherman or people or some similar. I know that, just bear with me, okay? So it's like, somebody could be using, their knowledge and wisdom. Like, it was like in the dream, it was a man there, and the man was telling me like these, like they instinct, like they going instinct. So it's kind of like, a person could be a catalyst to help other people, that are like them, or if it's not like them, or maybe they, I kind of feel like maybe somebody, like with gifts, or maybe it's like they're like a guide. Okay, they're a guide, and they help people, whether the people know that they helping them or not, or whether this is through like just talking, like I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you, like it's other videos, I be doing these entries, but then I stop and I go to talking, I go to talking, and I feel like this for somebody, and I feel like this is like one of those situations, like either somebody is being guided, or vice versa, somebody is meant to guide people, and they're meant to help people, and whatever knowledge that they contain or they're holding, is like it helps people to walk in their journey, whatever that is, yeah, I mean, and for some, this is like, some people can have like gifts that, people it's not really heard of anymore, or, people thought was gone, you know what I'm saying? But they possess these gifts, and and it could be somebody else who figured out that they got them same gifts, and they could be helping people come to grips, or they could be helping people on along their way, as well as they learning, they helping to learn somebody else, you know. So I guess it's the best way that I could put it, like, you know, they could be helping people, like somebody could feel trapped, or, you know, they cannot know what to do, and this person could like give good advice. They could be a good advisor, or a good, like, you know, they could be a good advisor. They could be good at advising people. Um and so another scenario that was in here was I think my phone's gonna do the same thing again. Another scenario that was in here was somebody having to do the right thing, even if it comes to um when it comes to like their people, like somebody, it could be a situation where like this is your people, but you can know that they're, you know, they're not doing the right thing about a person, or you can see an injustice, even if like they cool, this could be family, this could be concerning family or whatever. And although you may be cool with a person, it may call for you to have to stand in the gap for another person and speak up for them. You know, even if it kind of makes you uncomfortable to do it, it's like somebody could be called to call to a situation to do that, because and you know, and they may not want to do it. Like, you know, it's like I may not want to get in these folks' business. You know, it could be a situation like that, and it's like, even though it could be a situation where you know what's right and you know what's wrong, and you could know that the person, you know, whoever you're connected to, they could be wrong, and whatever they're doing, it could be wrong, and it could be a situation or a need for you to kind of like stand in the gap for another person, and you have to, and a person could have to make the decision on if they're gonna do it or not. Okay, and so with that being said, I'm gonna have to go and delete some more videos. Just give me 1 second, I'll be back.